Hey there, welcome to Random Fill Friday. We're in the month of November, so we're going to be doing fills in 11. Let's go ahead and draw our notes out and see what our final rhythm is going to be. Here's this week's rhythm analyzed in 11/8. We start off with two 16th notes on the downbeat of 1, so that's going to give you 1 and the and of 1. After that, we have a quarter note on the downbeat of 2, and since we're in 11/8, that quarter note is going to last from beats 2 to 3. After that, we have three eighth note triplets starting on the downbeat of 4. So that's going to be 4, the let of 4, and the trip of 5. So let's go ahead and chunk that rhythm up to just that much so far, and let's hear what beats 1 through 5 will sound like. 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 and 2, 3, 4 triplet, 5 triplet. Easy enough. After that, we have a 16th note rest on the downbeat of 6, and a 16th note on the and of 6. Then we have an 8th note on the downbeat of 7, which is followed by a quarter note rest starting on the downbeat of 8. Just like the quarter note on the downbeat of 2, the quarter note rest on the downbeat of 8 is going to take up 2 full beats, so that'll be 8 and 9. Then we end off the rhythm with 3 more 8th note triplets starting on the downbeat of 10. So that's going to be 10, the let of 10, and the trip of 11. So let's go ahead and hear what 6 through 11 will sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10 triplet, left triplet. All right, now let's hear the entire rhythm. 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 and 2, 3, 4 triplet, 5 triplet, 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 triplet, left triplet. All right, let's go ahead and throw this thing on the drum set and see what we get. Let's put the first 16th note on the downbeat of 1 on open hi-hat and snare. The second 16th note, which is on the and of 1, will go on crash cymbal and bass drum. The quarter note on the downbeat of 2 will go on a second crash cymbal and bass drum as well. Then we rest for beat 3, and then we have 3 8th note triplets starting on the downbeat of 4. For the first 8th note triplet on the downbeat of 4, we're going to play the second crash cymbal you played and the bass drum. The second 8th note triplet on the let of 4 will go on the first crash cymbal you played and the bass drum. And then the trip of 5, which is the third 8th note triplet, will go on the open hi-hat and snare. So we're kind of reversing the first pattern of 3 that we did. So let's go ahead and play those beats and hear what that sounds like. After that, we have a 16th note rest on the downbeat of 6, and then a 16th note on the and of 6. We're going to play the and of 6 on the bass drum, and the 8th note on the downbeat of 7 on open hi-hat and snare drum. Then we have a quarter rest that takes up beats 8 and 9, and then finally we end the fill with 3 8th note triplets starting on 10. So for the downbeat of 10, we're going to play open hi-hat, snare drum. For the let of 10, we're going to play open hi-hat, high tom. And for the trip of 11, we're going to play open hi-hat, floor tom. So let's go ahead and hear what beats 6 through 11 will sound like. Now let's take both of those chunks and combine them to get the overall fill. 11/8 is still kicking my butt, and I'm trying so hard to just keep this together. If you like this fill, or if you like any of the past RFF fills, record yourself playing it and send it to any of the Inspired Drumming social media accounts. I want to show you off to everybody. I'm going to go practice more 11/8. Stay inspired.